Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday afternoon. Hope yours is going well. And it is time. It is time for a pregame video because Seahawks football, after a week off, is returning. But first, let's take care of some paperwork. I want to give a shout out to newest channel member who joined the channel last night, Cesar Castillo. He joins Jason Baker, Hillel Eiferman, Anton, HaWKxXAsYLuM, Ryguy, Rip, and Carson as our channel members. So that makes 8. Once we get to 10, I can add another chat emoji. So let's keep on going. I want to say thank you to them for supporting the channel with their membership, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, especially the new ones that we've picked up in the last few days. It's been absolutely crazy recently. If you guys were not watching my videos, I would not be making them. And now, Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks football is back. We are playing a team coming off a short week while we are coming off the bye week. And that right then and there is going to tell you a lot about how I feel like this game should go. So, first, injury news, some good, some bad. We did get some players back over the bye week like I expected. Jordan Brooks looks ready to go. Carlos Hyde looks ready to go. Anthony Rush looks like he's going to play. He got hurt against the Vikings. It looks like the bye week allowed him to come back. I also expect Rasheem Green to play this weekend. Hopefully Quentin Dunbar can play a full game instead of just the 75 to 80% he's played so far. Colby Parkinson may be making his debut this weekend as well, which is really cool because I think he can do some very interesting things for this team. Now, it's not all good. It's not all good. Jamal Adams out, did not practice this week, and people, including myself, are getting a little bit antsy about it. It's one of those things where I really expected him to be ready to go after the bye week. He's not. But at the same time, I understand we need Jamal Adams later in the season more than we need him now. I will take Jamal Adams missing a game now if it means we have Jamal Adams at 100% later. But if he doesn't play against the 49ers, people are only going to get more and more antsy about whether or not this injury is a lot more serious than people are letting on. Mike Upati also not playing, and this is a disappointment because he practiced on Friday, and he also didn't play against the Vikings, and a lot of people, myself included, thought, well, he didn't play against the Vikings. That means we're just resting him to make sure we have him 100% after the bye week. It's not happened yet. That being said, Mike Upati gets hurt it's just a habit with him. He always gets hurt. Mike Upati's a nice player. He plays well, but he gets hurt a lot. This team needed to be ready for this inevitability, and it looks like they are. Jordan Simmons, ready to go. Phil Haynes, going to be back soon, I think, and maybe even B.J. Finney gets involved. But as for Arizona, DeAndre Hopkins barely practiced this week, but he's going to play. I think we all can expect that. Jordan Phillips didn't practice this week. If he can't go, that's kind of a big deal. Jordan Phillips is a nice player. I expect Drake Kirkpatrick to play. The kind of key one for me, though, the one that I'm really kind of interested in, is the Cardinals just traded for Marcus Golden from the Giants to replace Chandler Jones. And Marcus Golden is not going to be able to play this week because of COVID. So we're kind of catching the Cardinals at that perfect moment between pass rushers where they don't have Chandler Jones and they don't have the guy they're bringing in to replace him yet. So that should be big for our offense. So let's get into this game. I feel pretty good about this game. Number one reason is the reason I said back at the beginning of this video. We are coming off a bye week. The Cardinals are coming off a short week. So if you're taking a look at the schedule before the season starts, if you're taking a look at the schedule, you're going to see Seahawks had 14 days off. Or, 13 days off, I guess, for this game. Cardinals only had 5. This is one of those losable, kind of tough games that you expect to log a W in. Now, later this season, we're going to be playing the Rams when the Rams are coming off their bye week. That puts them at the advantage. That's why they're probably going to win that game, or at least be in an advantageous position to win that game. So, to me, this week is one of those weeks where we should be able to use that time off to our advantage. We have a big edge in the time off battle. Now, if you want to actually look at what's going to happen on the field, The weather looks like it's going to be good. It's going to be 80 degrees and dropping all night, which is one thing that's kind of nice about this game getting flexed to Sunday night. It's not going to be 80 plus degrees the whole game. It's going to start at about, looks like 80, and it's going to slowly drop as the game goes on. So no rain, no odd conditions, nothing like that. It's going to be a nice, clean game in Arizona. They have a dome stadium anyway. Even if it did rain, it wouldn't really matter. So right off the bat, I'm going to say, offense, this is your opportunity to prove that we did not need Antonio Brown. If you want to prove that we didn't need Antonio Brown, go off this weekend. Go off tomorrow night and drop 40 points on Arizona, because this Arizona defense has played okay so far this season. They've done some good things. Budda Baker's playing awesome. They have a better secondary than they did last year, it seems like, although Patrick Peterson is still not the player he used to be by a long shot. However, there's no coming back from losing Chandler Jones, who was one of the best players in football last year. I think he tore his pectoral muscle or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he's out for the season. And they just lost the main reason why they beat us last week in Week 16, because Chandler Jones went off against us on Week 16 and completely shut down our offense almost by himself. He had 4 sacks in that game. So right then and there, I'm saying our offensive line is playing good. The Cardinals are down their best pass rusher. Wilson should have time to work. Obviously, the Cardinals are going to send some blitzes to try to overcome the loss of Chandler Jones. We're going to see Budda Baker on the blitz. We're going to see some of their other linebackers on the blitz. They're going to try to get free men rushing on Wilson, because they know they can't just depend on winning the battles one-on-one with their talent like they could when they had Chandler Jones. So, to me, this offense needs to be able to beat the blitz. And typically speaking, Wilson has been pretty good in his career at beating a blitz. This offense has typically been able to beat the blitzes. So Arizona's going to have to play aggressively to make up for no Chandler Jones. I'm going to say this. Everything we do on offense should work pretty well. Not having Upati is a blow to the run game. Not having Mike Upati is unfortunate for this running game, for sure. But we should be able to run the ball in Arizona. I think we should be able to do that. Should be able to pass the ball against Arizona. Should be able to get Wilson time in the pocket for big plays. The short stuff should work. The long stuff should work. There's no weather excuse this week. I look for Metcalf to possibly go off on Patrick Peterson if he gets that matchup. If they double DK, then I'm looking at Lockett. And I'm really looking at our tight ends, Greg Olsen and Will Dissly, because Arizona, if there's one thing they're known for, it's letting tight ends go off on them. Cliff Kingsbury is known for not really prioritizing his defense's ability to play against tight ends. This is a good game for Greg Olsen and Will Dissly to assure us that they are ready to go and they're going to be there for us when we need them, because both those guys have an opportunity to have a very big game in Arizona this weekend. So I really think that on offense, everything should work. And it's probably going to need to, because Arizona offense is nice. The Arizona offense is playing pretty well so far. Obviously, the addition of DeAndre Hopkins has been massive. They're a completely different team with him. Christian Kirk's been playing well. I like Andy Isabella. I really liked him coming out of the draft, actually. He was one of my favorite receivers in that draft. Kenyon Drake is playing pretty well. Kyler Murray's been hit or miss. He's been turning the ball over a lot. He's been inaccurate. I mean, he completed 9 of 24 against one of the worst defenses in NFL history in Dallas. You can say whatever you want to say about the Seahawks defense being bad. That Cowboys defense is historically bad, and Kyler Murray could only complete 9 of 24. They easily won the game because they forced 4 turnovers, and Kenyon Drake had the 70-yard touchdown run when the game was basically over. But Kyler Murray showed his inconsistencies in that game, and to me, I'm looking at some of the other games he's played this year. He's turned the ball over a good amount. If the Seahawks defense is good at one thing, it's forcing turnovers. So I'm going to look to those guys again, force more turnovers, because if this game goes the way I expect it to with our offense, and I really need to see this offense go off this weekend for multiple reasons, then getting the ball back to them a few times on maybe even a short field should pretty much be good game. It should be GG. And that's kind of what I'm anticipating. We're going to give up points. DeAndre Hopkins is going to have a big game. That's just facts. That's not me being negative. That's just me spitting facts. This Arizona team has a good offense. They're going to score points, but let's get some turnovers. Let's get some turnovers, and we can really just twist the fate of this game. We can really just put this game in our favor if we can just force a few turnovers. And Kyler Murray has been showing this season that he is fully capable of handing the ball over to the other team a couple times. This is not Aaron Rodgers. And to me, that's about it. I feel good about this one. This is a game, this is one of those tough games, and when I say tough game, I mean a game against a good team that you should win. You're coming off a bye, Arizona's coming off the short week, get it done. No Jamal Adams hurts the defense. With Jamal Adams out there, we would probably be better against the run. We would probably make a couple more big plays on defense, but I don't care, get it done anyway. Having no Mike Upati hurts the run game. I don't care, get it done. I guarantee you Arizona's not going to feel bad for us that they don't have their best player on defense, and they're not going to have him the whole rest of the season. So that's what I got for this week. So peace out, go Hawks. Dragon Quest stream coming up a little later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. See you guys a little later tonight. And 6-0 sounds pretty good to me, and if we take care of business in Arizona this weekend, should be getting there. All right, see you later.